You're this perp back with another video, and I just got done watching season 1 of Squid Game The Challenge. And going into this, I was kind of skeptical just because it's like, why make a reality show out of one of the greatest TV series of all time? Now, after I got done watching this first season, I have a lot of thoughts, a lot of surprising thoughts. I didn't expect to kind of come to these conclusions after watching, but to let y'all know, I'm not the biggest fan at all of competition reality shows. I don't watch Big Brother, I don't watch Survivor, I don't watch The Challenge, none of that bullshit, because a lot of that stuff is just very just boring and just not interesting to me. But Squid Game does something very, very different where, similar to the show, it starts off with about 456 people and they're all competing to win, was it like $4.5 million and some change? And they do a lot of interesting things to kind of separate itself from the show but still be familiar at the same time, and they do a lot of interesting kind of twists and turns to kind of keep things interesting and engaging. They don't kill people, obviously, that's one of the things, is like, how you gonna make this emotionally engaging? How are you going to kind of put a reality spin on it if there's no real stakes? And the stakes that they do in this is the process of elimination. Like, I've never seen in none of these competition shows so many people getting eliminated left and right. They do, however, mimic a lot of the games from the first season of the actual series, like the red light, green light, which, learning about the behind the scenes, how that took almost like 7 to 8 hours to kind of do, is just insane to me. And where this goes, it goes from the red light, green light to the cookie challenge, and where things kind of throw a wrench in a lot of people's plans, and people just seem really overconfident that they got this. They think that they know exactly what games are next. Instead of doing like tug of war, they throw battleship in there, or it's a lot of just mind games, less of like physical type of challenges, which I really like, because it throws a lot of characters off that you're kind of watching, like a player 432, where he's just very overly confident, and he's probably like the best character, to be honest. He's my favorite character, and it sucks that he got eliminated so early in the game. And that just goes to show you how at a dime people can flip on you. You never know when you're going to be eliminated, and there's never really a lot of downtime with these characters that we see. And it's always just like, once they get done the game, somebody else is facing elimination once they get to like the kind of restroom and stuff like that, where everybody's like sleeping, where you see all those bunk beds. And I gotta give them up for the set design. It's very Squid Game-esque, and I think they didn't cheapen out on how Squid Game is supposed to look. Even seeing like the glass bridge, I liked how they kind of done that. They did that. The last two games that they played was really dope. Seeing Mai and what was his name? I think his name was Josh. Them being kind of like the last two, and it all coming down to a rock paper scissors match. But of course, they play rock paper scissors, and they have to search a bunch of keys, and whatever key opens up the safe, that person wins Squid Game. That stuff would give me so much anxiety. Like, just those last few games, just even the game that they played before the final three, where they had to put the thing on the desk and you had to kind of guess who put it on the desk. Stuff like that just made the game really interesting to watch. Some may say that it's more interesting and more surprising than the actual series. I'm not gonna go that far, but it definitely was very fascinating, interesting. There's definitely characters that you hate, like I forget what is I think it was player 199 or 299, the one chick that just absolutely has like a phobia of men, just hated men, but she did make a big power move, but I don't think it was because of the game. I think it's just because she was paranoid about dudes from like, but how she broke up the game, that whole clique that we saw at the beginning that started to kind of manifest. And that's just another thing where it's just a person can even have an advantage in a game and still get eliminated right off rip, or you answering the phone could lead to your elimination. And that's just the fun part of watching this show, not so much the drama or just, the alliances that people make, because there's a lot of characters that you're going to hate watching this. Even going back to the earlier episodes where a guy couldn't even choose, where they had to do the cookie challenge and people had to put their hands on a certain shape and nobody wanted to put their hands on the umbrella, and that led to multiple people getting eliminated and one dude just bawling his eyes out crying. And that shit was hilarious. Like, it's things like that that really make this show worth the watch. And I had a really good time watching this, and I am looking forward to watching season 2 whenever that drops. I'm assuming probably like 2025 or something like that. And I'm curious to see also in the actual Squid Game, when we get season 2, what games that they're going to have and how they're going to utilize those games in the second season of the challenge. But let me know how you guys feel about this Squid Game, the challenge. You think you could have won this? Did it look too scripted? Because I don't think it was really scripted. I think a lot of it was very genuine, and people just got caught off guard. And I really enjoyed it, man. I want to see where they take this next, and are we going to see any familiar characters from the first season pop up in the second season? But yeah, I just want to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.